Okay, welcome back to Parkland Challenge 2019. We're down to the last two for the bracket. In bracket 3, it's Danville versus Rantoul. Let's go ahead and meet the teams and we'll get started.
Jack Wessner, senior.
Iman Zwawi, senior.
Noah Heil, senior.
Ezra Carter, freshman.
Caleb Campbell, sophomore.
Tony Barnes, senior.
Walter Jackson, senior.
Alan Newman, sophomore.
Aiden Litweiler, senior.
Ellie Couch, junior. Grace Hansen, junior.
Victor Bradley, junior.
Ashley Bunting, sophomore.
Okay, let's get started. Las Posadas, a Christian tradition in San Antonio, Texas, celebrates what event? Rantoul, Aiden.
Liberation Birth?
Yes. Take that. Very nice. How many ounces does a 7-pound newborn baby weigh? Danville, Walter.
96.
Not 96. You guys can scroll.
97.
112.
112 is correct. What is a stock or any other security representing an ownership interest? It's a stock or any other security. Rental,
Asset?
not an asset. You guys can confer.
A bond? Is it like a
Bond is chicken nugget.
bond? Like a savings? Say a bond.
Bond.
No, it's equity.
Savings
Equity.
bond.
What Canadian TV show had such characters as Ed Grimley, Bob and Doug McKenzie, Jackie Rogers Jr., and the Smangy Brothers? Canadian television show. Rental,
Canadian bacon.
not Canadian bacon. You guys can confer.
Super Trooper Maple Soup.
Super Troopers.
Go with it.
Super Troopers?
No, the show was SCTV. Who killed Lee Harvey Oswald? Danville, Jack.
Ruby.
Yes, Jack Ruby.
Nice.
Who was the only child born aboard the Mayflower during its voyage to America? That was Oceanus Hopkins. What Pacific state has a grape as its state flower? Rantoul, Aiden.
Oregon.
Oregon is correct. What movie sent fans rooting through Nova Scotian cemeteries looking for Jack Dawson? Jack Dawson.
It's a lot of Jacks.
Rental Aid.
Hockey fans?
No. You guys can for one movie?
Yeah, go sure.
Titanic.
Titanic is correct.
Nice.
What continent is cut into two fairly equal halves by the Tropic of Capricorn? Danville, Lamont.
Asia?
Not Asia. You guys can go further?
Africa?
Australia. What game can you peg out in? What game can you peg out in? Danville, Walter.
Cribbage.
Cribbage is correct. Who was the first human to orbit Earth? Was Yuri Gagarin.
Oh.
What website began life in 1994 as Jerry's Guide to the Worldwide Danville Lamont?
Google?
Not Google. You guys can confirm. Is Jerry's Guide to the World Wide Web?
Wikipedia?
No, that was Yahoo. That's what Yahoo began.
That's fine. That's cool.
This Western book series by Craig Johnson was made into a TV series that was picked up by Netflix after being dropped by A&E, despite high ratings. Danville, Jack.
Walking Dead.
Not Walking Dead. You guys confirm?
I don't know any westerns.
I think it's Westworld.
Any answer?
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
No, the Longmire. Longmire. What is the collector of postage stamps called? Postage stamps called? It's a philatelist.
Posty stamps.
Who founded the Motown record label? Rantoul,
Chet Atkins.
not Chet Atkins.
Is it literally the dude that went to DHS?
I have nothing.
Terry Schmerda?
Bobby Short.
No, Barry Gordy Jr.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was going to be Schmerda.
What is the former name of Liberty Island, where the Statue of Liberty sits? What's the former name? Danville, Vermont.
Ellis Island?
Not Ellis Island. You guys can confirm it? Answer? Yeah, Bedloe's Island. Bedloe's
Staten
Island.
Island is Ellis Island.
What is the first name of the adopted father of Alvin, Simon, and Theodore? Rantoul Alvin. Dave is correct. Which American composer was best known for orchestra pieces such as Rhapsody in Blue and Porgy Rantoul Grace?
Gershwin.
Gershwin, yes. Porgy and Bess.
20.
What female Southern writer penned the books Wise Blood and The Violent Bear It Anyway? What female Southern writer? Rantoul.
Willa Cather.
No. You guys can confirm?
Dickinson? Where is Emily
It's
Dickinson? Dickinson?
not there. She's
Fine.
She's from Harlan.
Dickinson.
What were you saying?
You answer?
Go for it.
No, Flannery O'Connor.
What's the other one?
That's in the chat.
Queen Elizabeth I suffered from anthrophobia, which is a fear of what? Rantoul Grace.
People.
Not people. You guys can confirm it?
Anthropology is this here. This is the needles?
It's either bugs or it's white spaces.
No, white spaces is
An answer?
So
bugs.
No, roses. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Rantoul.
Who is the last vice president to be elected president immediately after the president he served under?
Do we just George H.W.
George H.W. Bush.
After being Ronald Reagan's vice president for most of the 1980s, George H.W. Bush won the 1988 presidential election in a landslide over Democratic candidate Michael Dukakis.
Okay, good job on the video question. Let's get back to our regular game. In what city would you find the naval base, the Douglas MacArthur Memorial, and the Waterside? Danville, Walter.
Boston?
Not Boston. You guys can confirm.
Manila?
No, Norfolk,
City.
Virginia. Norfolk, Virginia. Manila, yes. What was the nickname of Star Trek's Dr. McCoy? Danville, Jack.
Bones.
Bones.
nice.
What is the southernmost point of Florida? Rantoul,
Miami?
not Miami. You guys can confirm?
It's one of the keys, but I don't know which one.
Key Largo?
Yeah.
Maybe. That's the only one we know. There's one
There's
of
Key
the
West.
keys.
Do you answer?
Florida? That's me. Key West.
Key Largo.
Not Key Largo, Key West.
Wait for the key.
What year was the first James Bond movie released? Rantoul,
1963.
no.
Oh my
confirm?
god, this is 1965 dark. It's 19 something because it.
Oh yeah, 19, I'm gonna say
Any answer?
80s.
1947.
No, 1962. You're right.
Unlucky.
That movie was Dr. No, by the way. Who was the first female inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? First female. That was Aretha Franklin. In which field of the arts was Rudolf Nureyev a leading figure? Rantoul Grace.
Music.
Not music. Can you confirm it?
Sculpture.
Math?
Math is.
Okay, so
Any
Iman
answer?
goes.
Sculpture.
No, ballet. Ballet. Who founded the sportswear company Nike? It's Philip. Oh, Aiden?
Johnson.
Not Johnson. You guys can confirm?
Phil Farnsworth? No. What the heck is that? What kind of name is that? Pretty sure.
Any answers?
Pretty sure. Okay, then go with it.
Barnsworth.
No, Philip Knight. Phil Knight. What was the profession of John Wilkes Booth, the man who assassinated Danville Caleb?
Actor.
Yes, he was an actor.
I swear that was me. I was about to say it.
In which state is Shenandoah National Park? Rantoul, Aiden.
West Virginia?
No, you guys can refer.
It's somewhere near West Virginia.
No, that's in Virginia.
Virginia? It's next to West
Any
Virginia.
answer?
Virginia.
Virginia, yes. Regular old Virginia.
Yeehaw.
What Tom Clancy book sold over 1.6 million copies in the 1980s? Rantoul, Aiden.
Hunt for Red October?
Not Hunt from Red October. I'll finish for you guys. It was later made into a 1994 movie starring Harrison Ford.
Dude, what's it?
1994.
1984. It's
80. Okay, so Star Wars?
no.
No.
Any answer?
He's like a gunman. I don't even know.
Top Gun.
I know Clarin Present Danger. Clarin Present.
Oh, I've read that book.
How many miles are there in a league? Rantoul, Aiden.
10,000.
No. You guys confirm?
It's like 2,800 or something. Or it's like,
1,000 minutes under the sea. It's like 3 or 5. I have no
Any
idea.
answer?
no, it is many, many.
Something
12.
No, 3.
I'm sorry.
What famous Cherokee Indian was known to the Americans of his time as George Guess? Rantoul, Aiden.
Crazy Horse.
Not Crazy Horse.
This is the guy.
Wait, hold on. Chill.
Do we have any other answers?
Any answer?
Geronimo.
Geronimo, no, it was Sequoia. Who did FBI agents shoot outside Chicago's Biograph Theater on July 22nd, 1934? Danville, Caleb.
Al Capone.
Not Al Capone. You guys confirm?
He didn't get shot. Don't beat
He was
yourself up.
arrested. Not sure.
It's low-key really close.
Any answer?
Just wait for them if they guess.
No, John Dillinger. John Dillinger.
The other is fine.
What is the largest and heaviest internal organ of the human body? Rantoul,
Liver.
yes, liver. Clocks in about 3.5 pounds. Whose entire 32-line poem, The Addressing of Cats, was reprinted on a British postage stamp? Rantoul, Grace.
T.S. Eliot.
T.S. Eliot is correct. What happens to Violet Beauregard during her tour of Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory? Danville, Walter.
She becomes a giant blueberry.
That is correct.
Great way to describe it.
What does the Saffir-Simpson scale measure? Saffir-Simpson scale. Saffir-Simpson scale. Measures hurricanes. That's the end of our first round. We got a pretty good game going. We'll be back with our lightning round right after this. Okay, great game heading into the lightning round. Rantoul 90, Danville 70. Let's get started. Where is the Swimming Hall of Fame located at? Where's the Swimming Hall of Fame? It's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. How many U.S. states border the Pacific Ocean? Rantoul, 8.
3.
Not 3, 5. What is the name of William Shakespeare's longest play? What's the name of Shakespeare's longest play? Longest play is Hamlet. This large mammal has a name meaning river horse. Danville, Walter.
Capybara.
No, hippopotamus. Which silver state was admitted to the Union in 1864? Which silver state was admitted to the Union in 1864? That state is Nevada. Who is the god of the Hebrews? Rantoul,
Yahweh?
yes. What is the score of a forfeited baseball game? Rantoul, out.
9-0.
9-0, yes. How many squares are there on an official Scrabble board? It's 225. What is the outer layer of skin called? Danville, Iman.
Epidermis?
Epidermis. Gregor Mendel is the founder of the modern science of what? Rantoul,
Inheritance.
Can you be a little more specific?
Like genetic inheritance.
Yes.
Genetic systems.
How many nanometers are there in a micron? There are 1,000. The Ruby anniversary celebrates how many years of marriage? Ruby. And it's 40 years of marriage. 40 years. What is the symbol for iron? Danville, Lamont.
Fe.
Fe is correct. Where can you find a current Inca civilization? Danville, Jack.
Peru.
Peru is correct. Fort Dearborn became what Illinois metropolis? Danville, Caleb.
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. How many feet in diameter is the Alaska pipeline? That is 4 feet in diameter. Here's an English weight question. How many pounds in a stone? Danville, Lamont.
7.
Not 7, 14. What angle is formed by the hands of a clock at 4 o'clock? Danville, Lamont.
90.
No, 120. That's the end of our lightning round. We'll be back with our final round right after this. Okay, welcome back. We got a great game going into the final round. Rantoul 110, Danville 80. Let's get started. What Macaulay Culkin character was left home alone in the 1990 movie? What's Macaulay Culkin's character's name in Home Alone? Danville, Caleb.
Kevin.
Kevin is right. Kevin McAllister.
Yes.
In Shakespeare's play, which king shouts, a horse, my kingdom for a horse"? Rantoul, Grace.
Macbeth.
Not Macbeth. You guys can go first.
Is it the king or the play? Are they asking which king or the play?
King. I don't know.
Who was the king in Hamlet?
Need an answer?
A Midsummer's Night Dream.
No, it was Richard III. Who was the first African American featured on a U.S. postage stamp? Danville, Walter.
Rosa Parks.
Not Rosa Parks. You guys can go first.
Booker T. Washington.
Booker T. Washington is correct. What is the most known nickname for the Kentucky Derby? It's a nickname for the Kentucky Derby. Danville, Kill.
Race for the Roses.
No, you guys can defer. Any answer?
Horse race.
No, very close. Run for the Roses. Run for the Roses. What is the name of the rover that landed on Mars on August 6, 2012? Rantoul.
Curiosity.
Curiosity is correct. If a surgeon is qualified in orthopedics, which parts of the body does he or she specialize in? Danville, Lamont.
It's bones.
Yes. Bones, joints, How many years did it take Leo Tolstoy to write War and Peace? Rantoul.
7.
Not 7. You guys can go first.
12.
I thought it was 14.
It's either 12 or 14.
I have no guess.
Need an answer?
12.
6.
Divided by 2.
In which year did Disneyland open in Southern California? Rantoul.
1993.
Not 93. No. You guys can go first.
95.
94?
94.
I kind of want to go 92 because we're always a year.
Need an answer?
94.
No, it was 1955. 1955.
That was
Dang it.
A snake and what other animal are on Mexico's flag? Danville, Caleb.
An eagle.
An eagle is correct. What sitcom star earned $267 million for the final season of the show? Rantoul, 8.
Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld is correct. Who's entombed at the Domes des Invalides in Paris? Domes de la Vallée. Rantoul, 8.
Napoleon.
This Napoleon Bonaparte, yes. What was President Rutherford B. Hayes referring to in 1876 when he said, "That's an amazing invention, but who would ever want to use one of them?" Rantoul, Grace.
A train?
Not a train. You guys confirm?
1876, the telegraph. Yeah, I was going to say telephone or like a... Has everyone knows the telephone, so I can do telegraph.
You answer?
Telegraph.
Okay.
Telegraph?
No, telephone. Telephone. What Downton Abbey actress hails from Evanston, Illinois? It's Elizabeth McGovern. Michael Phelps won 8 gold medals at the 2008 Olympics in Beijing, breaking the swimmer's 7 golden. Until Aiden.
Jesse Owens?
Not Jesse Owens. I'll finish it for you. Breaking this swimmer's 7 gold medal record from the 1972 games.
It's a swimmer. Dude, I think it's a Russian dude, but I'm not sure.
Johnson.
No, Mark Spitz. Mark Spitz is what we're looking for. In astronomy, what is the term for a minor celestial body that shares an orbit with a larger body? Danville, Caleb.
Satellite.
Not a satellite. You guys confirm? Need an answer?
Binary system?
No, a Trojan. It's called a Trojan. Which Irish city is famous for producing fine crystal? Danville, Jack.
Dublin.
Not Dublin. So you answer?
Pan.
No, Waterford. Waterford crystals in Ireland. What sitcom's final episode in February 1983 was the highest rated TV show of all time? Rantoul, Victor.
Roseanne.
Not Roseanne, no. You guys can confirm?
I don't know. It was Friends. Friends.
No, it was MASH. MASH. What 1970s sitcom was The Fonz in? Danville, Jack.
That 70s show?
Not that 70s show.
Unlucky.
Happy Days.
Happy Days. That's correct.
Nobody else is going to guess that.
Whose final game at Camden Yards is marked by groundskeepers mowing a giant number 8 in the outfield grass?
What?
Rantoul, 8.
Mickey Mantle.
Not Mickey Mantle. You guys can confirm?
What sport is this even?
Baseball.
Robinson.
Need an answer?
Babe Ruth.
No, Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken. Okay, it's time for this round's video question, which is for Danville.
Today in the studio, it is April 12th. On this day in 1945, Franklin Delano Roosevelt passed away, and the vice president was sworn in as the 33rd president. Name this president.
It was Truman. Truman.
Harry Truman replaced FDR, as he was only vice president for 82 days before becoming president. During his first months of office, he dropped the atomic bomb on Japan, ending World War II.
Okay, let's finish up our game and see who moves on. Where is the point on Earth at 0 degrees latitude, 0 degrees longitude, and 0 degrees altitude? Rantoul, 8.
Ecuador.
No. You guys can confirm?
The equator? Is it just the equator?
It'd be at the very bottom of the planet.
No, the equator.
North Pole or South Pole?
Need an answer?
The equator?
Be more specific. It's at the on the equator in the Gulf of Guinea. What element comes last alphabetically? What element comes last? Rantoul, 8.
Zirconium.
Zirconium is correct. What is the name of the girl gang in the movie Grease? Rantoul, Grace.
The Pink Ladies?
Pink Ladies is correct. Schubert's Symphony in number 8 in B minor is better known as what? Danville, Caleb.
The Unfinished Symphony.
That is correct. Good job.
Playing it right now.
The basilica, known as La Sagrada Familia is in which city? The basilica known as La Sagrada Familia is in which city? Danville, Walter.
Barcelona.
Barcelona is correct.
Nice job.
What REM ditty arrived with the warning, "That's great, it starts with an earthquake"? What REM song starts with that? That song is called "It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine." Who was the first actor to play the role of James Bond on the big screen? Rantoul, Aiden.
Johnson.
Not Johnson. You guys can be fair.
It's a really old guy. It's not Harrison. Snyder.
Need an answer?
Smiter.
Sean Connery. Sean
Connery.
It's the other old guy.
My bad.
The largest Chinatown outside of Asia is in what California port? Rantoul, Aiden.
San Francisco?
San Francisco is correct, yes. What was the title of the play Abraham Lincoln was watching at the Ford's Theater on the night he was shot? Danville, Tony.
American Family.
No, you guys can go first. Any answers? Our American Cousin. Our American Cousin. In the X-Men comics, what nearly indestructible element is fused with Wolverine's Rantoul, Aiden?
Adamantium.
Adamantium, yes. Wolverine's bones. Who is the only U.S. Supreme Court justice to be impeached? That was Samuel Chase. Samuel Chase. What is the distance from the foul line to the number one pin in a regulation 10-pin bowling alley? Rantoul, Aiden.
4.5 feet.
No. You guys can confirm?
100 feet. Or no, 50 feet. It'd be like 50 feet. Because like 45 feet.
Any answer?
50.
50 feet.
Close, 60 feet. During World War II, what was the V1? Rantoul, Aiden.
It was the German cruise missile. Was it the first
Yes.
cruise missile?
Rocket.
In what year did Illinois become the 21st state? Rantoul, Al.
1818.
1818 is correct. Which president died from contracting cholera? Danville, Caleb.
Harrison.
Not Harrison. You guys can confirm. Need an answer?
Tyler.
Not Tyler. Taylor. What ancient Mexican civilization developed a symbol for zero? Rantoul, Aiden.
Mayans?
Yes, the Mayans. What New England state was originally claimed by both New Hampshire and New York? Danville, Caleb.
Vermont.
Vermont is correct, yes. Who was the first winner of the Heisman Trophy? That was Jay Berwanger from the University of Chicago. What self-balancing, zero-emissions personal transportation vehicle was unveiled in 2001? Danville, Tony.
Prius.
Not Prius. You guys can confirm.
Segway? Segway?
Segway is correct, yes. That's the end of our game. We'll tally up our score and tell you who's moving on to our final four right after this. Okay, a really good final game. Rantoul 240, Danville 160. That means Rantoul joins Villa Grove and Champaign Central in our final four. We'll add one more team next time we see you here on the Parkland Challenge 2019. Thanks for joining us.